Hello YouTube, welcome back to our channel. We are a family of two documenting our journey to FIRE, financial independence, retire early. For today's video, we're going to be taking a look at our July costs as well as how successful we were in keeping to our budget. If you haven't seen a previous video on the budget, I'll link it right here. This is a new series that we've started and we have about 2 videos out at this point. Just to recap, we divide our costs into fixed versus variable, with fixed being our rent, internet, our phone, as well as subscriptions, and our variable costs being utilities, which typically include things like energy, water, sewage, and electricity. Also on the list are the groceries, plus our eating out budget. We have also included travel expenses, such as taking the Lyft, Uber, or filling our Orca cards. We don't have a car at this point, and hence we depend on public transportation as well as a mix of Lyft and Uber to get to our destinations. What we've also included as part of our variable are common household expenses, such as probably buying a coffee table or a shoe rack or buying a glass jar, things like that. Let's recap what our budget was based on our previous video. We would spend about $1,300 on rent, $65 on Wi-Fi, which was a CenturyLink GigaSpeed Wi-Fi. For our phone bills, we plan to spend about $50, and we spoke about how we intend on moving to T-Mobile, which was a cheaper connection. For subscriptions, we'd spend about $89, and that would be our fixed expenses. On the variable side of things, we plan to spend about $150 on our utilities such as hot water, sewage, and trash, and about $50 on electricity. For our groceries, we earmarked $400, and for eating out, about $300. On the transportation side of things, we intend on spending about $50 across Lyft, Ubers, and Orca cards, and have not earmarked a set amount for our householding expenses. What we've also done is spent about $200 as miscellaneous between the two of us. That is something which is non-serious fun money, as we would call it. That is the budget that we planned. Now let's look at our actuals. On the fixed side of things, rent was about $1,300. It does not change on a month-over-month basis, and hence we call it a fixed expense. On the Wi-Fi, we spent about $65. On our phone, we did not spend $50, but in fact spent $35 as we moved to the T-Mobile Connect plan, which is about $15 a month. From a subscription standpoint, we spent about $89, but going forward, I have cancelled LinkedIn Premium and Robinhood Gold. Reason for cancelling Robinhood Gold? As I've maxed out my 401k, pre, post, and Roth IRAs, as well as ESPP, which is your employee share ownership programs. And hence, I have no money in hand to invest in my taxable brokerage accounts. We also plan to cancel our Instacart going forward and are looking at free alternatives, some of which we have zeroed on. From the variable side of things, we spent about $158 on our utilities, so about how much we'd expected. On the electricity front, the expected was $50, but we spent about $29 for this month. From a grocery standpoint is where things start going red. Groceries, we spent about $544, which accounts for about 36% increase from our expected. We went crazy, as you can see on our grocery budget, as we discovered this Asian supermarket in downtown Seattle and went crazy buying all the spicy ramen possible. Eating out. We are really doing well on our eating out spend and spent about $374, which accounts for about 25% of our allocated amount. Don't get me wrong, yes, we were over our budget, but I think we are really doing well in this category. Couple of months back, we were spending about $900 in this category, and hence $374 accounts for a big decrease. On the transportation side of things, with your Lyft, Orca, and Ubers, we spent about $108, which is about a 116% increase over the allocated amount, which was about $50. Reason being, we filled our Orca cards, which will probably last us a couple of months. Also, there were a couple of Euro games, and hence we spent a couple of rides on Ubers and Lyfts, and hence the 116% increase. Going forward, we don't foresee this to be a similar amount, but hey, it's life. We've got to live it, right? From a common shopping perspective, we finally bought a coffee table and a shoe rack, a coffee grinder, and some face masks. We also invested in a glass jar that costed us about $31 in total. I know that sounds low to have spent $31 over 5 big ticket items, but believe you me, we got a huge discount. If you'd like to know about how we got those discounts, drop a comment down below and I will make sure that we make a video on it. From a miscellaneous expenses standpoint, we budgeted about $200 between the two of us, but we spent about $415, which accounts for about 108% increase budgeted amount. Yes, this one is deep into the red zone and we need to monitor this category better going forward. Overall, we spent about $3,000 for this month, which is about 19% more than the allocated amount. We were definitely red across most categories, but we are a step in the right direction. For our August planned budget, we plan to spend about $1,300 on rent. That remains unchanged. We plan to spend about $150 across hot water, sewage and trash. We also plan to spend about $50 across our electricity bills, $65 on Wi-Fi and $35 on our phone bills. From the subscription standpoint, that's where we made some changes. There are only going to be 2 subscriptions going forward. One is going to be Netflix, which accounts for about $10, and Google Drive, which costs us about $2 a month. As you can see, we've removed out pretty much all these subscriptions and we plan to spend about $12 going forward as opposed to the $89 that we had originally budgeted. From a grocery standpoint, that remains unchanged. We're going to continue spending about $400 on our groceries. Let's hope we make the budget this time around and are not red. From an eating out standpoint, I think we are making great progress, as I mentioned, and we plan to keep the budget at about $300. Hopefully in the future, we are able to reduce it to about $250. If that's a challenge that you'd like us to take, feel free to hit the like button, and if we have enough likes, we'd actually do it. From a travel standpoint, we're going to spend about $50 on Uber, Lyft and Orca, although I do see us not hitting this amount just because we filled our Orca cards and we'd essentially be using the public transportation going forward. We typically don't allocate anything for common shopping, but if anything pops up, we'll let you know in the video. From a miscellaneous standpoint, that's going to remain at about $100 per person, which is about $200. All in all, for the month of August, we plan to spend about $2,600 for this month. Let's hope we're able to stick to our budget. We will also do another actuals video for how much we actually spent in the month of August, and this will be a recurring theme on our channel. Thank you for watching our video. Please subscribe to our channel and do not forget to hit the like button and click on the bell notifications to be notified every time we upload a new video. Until next time, I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.